Hello everyone, welcome to Mean Life Studies. In this video, we are going to solve one more SQL interview problem that was asked in recent data engineer interview in Coforge. It is given employee details and it's just given only column names and there is no data as mentioned, okay? And asked us to create a store procedure to return nth highest or lowest salary earning employee details. And also asked to return top n highest or lowest salary earning employee details, okay? Here, you might be thinking like this is the most frequently asked question, right? But the difference here, it is asked us to through store procedure. We have to return this data by writing store procedure. And also one more important thing, in almost all data engineering interviews will be asking us to share our notepad and then we'll have to write a queries, right? So same thing here, you should not use any SSMS or MySQL software tools, okay? Now we'll see how we can do that. So now you might be thinking that like why you are taking the data, right? This is a sample data. I'm just considering whether we are writing right queries or not. Because we need to ensure that are those values are right or not. It could be higher, second higher, third highest, or top in. Okay. For that is the reason only I'm just using. I, I mean, I won't be executing before that. I'll be explaining all SQL queries and after that I'll execute it and I'll show you the data. Okay. Is that correct or wrong? Okay. Now we'll see how we can create the store procedure. First, you need to understand how you can create a store procedure by writing create command, create procedure name. What is that? I'm just using nth highest, right? Nth highest. This is the procedure name as begin. Now we are going to writing it. So what we are going to write? We are going to write our required SQL queries here to return our nth highest or whatever the highest or lowest data, right? So now how we can do that? Select first, we are going to use window function. In case of window function, it will help us to return our required data, right? By extracting rankings, by assigning rankings, right? Now select star, comma. So what we have to use here, rank at instant, because we don't know how many people are having the same rank, same salary, right? So always prefer to use dense rank, okay? So now I'm just using dense rank over. So now in this over class, what we have to do? We have to mention in which order you are trying to assigning these rankings. So now we are finding the highest. So when you are trying to find the highest values, always remember you have to mention order by, sorting the data in descending order. So what you are finding in the highest salary earning, right? So you have to use salary descending order. Okay. So now that is from table, that is given table, employees details. Okay. So now you can also mention this as a column name RNK or DRNK, whatever it could be. Now, if I execute this one, it is going to return all data. With addition to that, it's going to assigning the rankings on the basis of salaries from highest to lowest. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to return nth highest, and that nth highest is going to return while we are executing the store procedure. Okay. Now, we have to write one more outer query for this that has to return our required data. Select whatever we want, like ID, name, age, department, salary and location. So these are the details I need to return, so that I'm just taking those details only from this inner table. And this is the inner table of subquery, right? So we are going to consider this as, we have to provide alias, right? So I'm just giving S, where S dot what? RNK. That is the rank only, na? Sorry, DRNK, right? DRNK equal to what? Here, we are not going to pass any 1 or 2. So if you are passing 1 or 2 means that's going to representing static value. Always the store procedure will be returning that details only. But here, what we have to do? We have to provide dynamically, right? So for that, you have to provide here the variable that is nth highest, n integer. Okay, so that now we can consider them. So let's see, this DRNK is from the given data. Now we have to compare with this value so that it's going to return that particular nth details. Okay, that to nth highest. Okay, now we have to end this one. That's it. Now if I create, I'm just executing this one. Executed. So that means we create a store procedure that is with this name, and that's going to return the highest, nth highest salary earning employee details. So let's see how we can do that now. So how we can execute a store procedure with help of exec command, right? Exec and nth store procedure name. Now, what we have to do, if I try to execute this one alone, you can see the error. What is the error? So while you are creating this store procedure, you have mentioned one variable, right? So how many variables you mentioned while you are creating the store procedure? You have to pass those values. Okay, you can see the error. Procedure function nth is expects parameter. This is a parameter, right? So while you are creating this one, so you have to pass that value. Okay, now I'm just giving n equal to 3. Okay, so let's see how it's going to work. You can see now. So that is returning third highest. So let's check this is the right or wrong. So 90,000 is the third highest. Let's see what is the data. Select star from employees underscore details, right? So let's check is that 90,000 is third highest or not. So let's do it in order. Let's sort this data order by salary descending order. Okay, you can see now. Okay, 1,20,000 is the highest one. This is second, and this is the third highest, right? And that's what we are getting. So let's check if I return this 4, how we can, I mean, what is that value? You can see now. That is 84,000 is the fourth highest. You can see here. Exactly, right? This is the fourth highest. So this is how you will be writing SQL queries by creating a store procedure. So that you are not going to go with these SQL queries each and every time. You'll be having store procedure name and you are going to changing those values as per your requirement. That's it. This is nth highest, right? So in thing, if you want to return like nth lowest, so what we have to do? We have to change this order from descending order to ascending order. Now, you can see now, if I execute this one, what will happen? It's going to return error, na? Why? Because already we created store procedure with this name, right? So that is the reason it's going to return error. You can also see that error also, no problem. There is already an object existing, right? That is with the name of same name. Now I'm just returning this as nth lowest. You can see now, same thing, but we are changing this order, right? So let's say execute this one. You can see it's created. Now we are going to executing that store procedure like exec nth lowest. Okay, now we have to pass n, right? So n equal to 2 or 3, whatever it could be. Now if I execute this one, this is going to return third lowest, right? You can see now 82,500 is the third lowest. So let's check whether this is right or wrong. Okay, now I'm just changing this order from descending to ascending order. Now you can see 52. I mean, this is the first lowest, second lowest, third lowest. And that is what we are getting, right? So you can also look at this too. You can see, sorry, not entire. You can see this is the third highest now. That is 82,500. You can see first, second, and third highest. This entire details only you are returning now, right or wrong? So this is how you will be creating store procedure to return nth highest or lowest salary earning employee details. It could be anything. Okay. Even they are going to ask you like different kind of questions. Okay. I mean, it could be any customers, transaction amounts, sales amount. It could be anything, product details, whatever. Okay. You have to follow the same procedure. Okay. Now we are going to solve one more problem, that is nth highest or lowest. So how we can do this one? Okay, so let's create one more store procedure. Tell me what will happen if I execute like this. It's going to return again error. So you have to change this name or you have to use alter command. You can also do this now. Alter nth lowest. I'm just giving nth lowest, same. Otherwise, you can just create one more. Create procedure top nth highest or lowest, whatever it could be. You can mention whatever you want. Okay, I'm just using top n lowest. So let's see. It's the same thing I'm just giving. Now execute it and let's execute exec nth, sorry, top nth, no? Top nth lowest. So where I'm just giving n equal to 3. So what it has to return? It has to return what? Actually it has written top 3, I mean top 3 lowest, right? But how, what it will return? It will return only third, na? Third lowest, because of the reason here we mention here equaled. So we have to use less than or equal to, so that it's going to return the same value and the less than that values, right? So now let's execute this one more. It's going to return error now, because this is already existing. So we have to use alter command here. Alter Now if I execute this one, execute it. Now if I go and execute this one, this is going to return top 3 lowest ending employee details only. Na? These are the lowest 3 ending employee details, right? So this is how you'll be writing all SQL queries. Same thing, you can also use greater than or equal to for what? Highest ending employee details. Now let's change that. So I'm just changing this condition. I just already keep alter command. Now I'm just changing this to, or you can also create. Sorry, you can create procedure top nth highest. Okay. Now, okay. Otherwise, sorry, you can also mention here top less than or equal to only, but here you can mention descending order. That's it. Okay. So let's see. You are mentioning descending order. You are finding the top nth. Created. Now, if I execute this one, let's execute exec top nth highest rate, highest at the rate n equal to 4 or 2, whatever it could be. So it's going to return top n highest ending employee details. You can see 1,20,000 is the highest one, and this is the next highest. Right. So this is how we'll be writing all SQL queries to return nth highest, nth lowest, or top end or top bottom. Okay, top end bottom like this by using store procedure. Okay. I hope you understood. Thank you.